Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Green 80! Green 80!
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And they can't bring him down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 60 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line.
Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. Set. Green 80, set.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
72, 72, 72.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Green 80. Green set.
On second down, here's Bortles. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Here we go.
They run with a giant. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's go.
This is a giant. And an alley to run. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone's got 4 down.
Here's a giant. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Go.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything.
Let's go.
So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Here we go.
Double tight. Hey.
Mike 39, Lucy.
4 down.
Green is it.
On first down, Bortles completes it to Lee. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Outside coming.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check 52. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58 to the...
Hey, spread right. Smack.
Now Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Throw left, throw left. Set. Green 80. Green set.
Now Bortles again. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
372.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left.
76, 76.
Bortles. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Green 80. 39, Lucy. Green 80.
58 to the mark.
11B, 11B. Hey, 54, Ricky.
Check.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Single.
Hey, Grade 57.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Hang in there,
So
man.
back-to-back
Hang in there now.
incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Telvin Smith
Blitz.
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack,
72.
take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Green 80. Green 80.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Green 80.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Throw left.
Check nickel.
Green 80. Green 80.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Fournette, a first down carry. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, 5-0.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Tight end's right.
77.
Tight end's right.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Dancing to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
4 down.
Now it's a Giant. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Tight end right. You got 3 down.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
86. Alert 86. Single.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back here right after this. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
4 down. Check.
Set. Green 80.
Switch.
Green set.
To throw is Bortles. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, 5-0. Green set.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Bortles maybe with a free play. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
We got 4.
To throw, it's Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Bortles now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. Great.
Tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down.
Wentz now on first down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, other side, solid.
3 down. Odd.
Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Four down. Check. 4 down.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Wentz to throw on second down. Completes it to Aguilar. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Lefty.
Wentz going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Bortles now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Sunday. 11.
Here's Bortles to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Bortles now on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
11.
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing now is Bortles. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Lucy.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey.
Bortles. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Mike, check, 59.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
5 down. Stand up in.
They get it to him running left. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Here's Fournette. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Back, man. 120. Ram.
Undercrunch.
On 1st down, Wentz goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
We got 3.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Tight end right.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Single. I got a single in the slot.
Wentz to throw again. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's brought down after a good game. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, 4 down.
Now Wentz again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
To return it is Corey Grant. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Bortles. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw, it's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
77.
A handoff to Fournette, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down.
Check 88. Single, single.
Green 80. Green 72.
On first down, Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. Everyone's got four down.
Spread right, 72. Green and 2.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good. On the ball.
They'll start out on the ground with a J. And now running right through him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Double tight. Hey.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
4 down.
Mike 39, Lucy.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Spot.
Mike 39, Lucy.
Go.
Hey, spread right, smack.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And now he bowls him over. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They run again with a J. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Come on now.
The Eagles
Come
on
now.
third
Let's go.
down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Tight end's right.
Go. 120.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Trash. Let's go.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
We got 4. We got 5.
Now Wentz. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The first down for the Eagles. Wentz fighting the former Raven Wallace. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Tight end right.
Let's go.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Philadelphia, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.